In honor of this little beauty coming out, I think it's time. It's about time we do it. So this is the new book by Tahereh Mafi and it's called Watch Me. It is literally, it was released this year, like a couple of weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And I cannot wait to read it. When I saw it, I grabbed it and I thought, what better time to finish the Shatter Me series? So this is a spin-off series from the Shatter Me series. You know, I love the Shatter Me series. I actually gave the first book 5-star, but everything else has been about a 4.5 or a 4. Still very highly rated by me. Nostalgia and dystopia just go hand in hand. Dystopia is nostalgic for me. I remember growing up just absolutely eating up dystopian movies. I'd never read many books that were dystopian, so this is fairly new to me, so bear with. I have 3 books left in the series before we can even start Watch Me, so unfortunately we won't be reading Watch Me in this vlog, but definitely in my next one where I will be reading it alongside another new release that I'm really, really excited about. If you don't follow me on my community tab, I did do a little sneak peek, so go have a look at. But the last 3 books of the Shatter Me series we have left is Defy Me, Imagine Me, and then the novella Believe Me. Very excited for this. I think it should go fairly quick. I was going to do like a 24-hour challenge trying to finish these 3 books, but then I thought to myself, I'm a very slow reader. So I'm going to be immersive reading this as well. I did download the audiobooks for free on Audible. Why? Not Audible. Audible's expensive. Nothing's for free there. But on Spotify. So I'm going to be immersive reading this for the week. Today's Tuesday, so we'll go until next Tuesday. Hopefully I'll finish that before. I'm going to take you guys along with me. It might be some spoilers, so forgive me because I will be getting very excited to see what happens at the end of the series. And I cannot wait to start this one. So keep a lookout. Remember to click the bar icon so you get notifications every time I upload. Also subscribe if you want to see what my thoughts are on this. Let's go ahead and finish these 3 books. I'm very, very excited. Like I said, it is an autumn day today. It is fairly warm. I would say it's like 24 degrees Celsius, but it drops down super quickly and the sun just goes down like this. What better time to like sit down and just indulge in a series than now? Perfect. Also, it's my last week with my husband here. He will be returning to work and we will be separated for a couple of months. So expect lots of reading. Expect lots of reading. I also was thinking of incorporating some vlogs onto my channel. I think I've tried it before and I didn't really succeed because I'm a hermit, but let me know if you want to see like a day-to-day, maybe a week in my life or something like that, but let me know. But yeah, I'm rambling. Let me go ahead and start this. I am also reading, unrelated, I'm reading Nocticadia and I'm like 85% in, so I'm going to try and divide my time between this and finishing Nocticadia. I really did so bad in my April reading. I think altogether I read about 5 books, which I guess isn't nothing, but for me it's really low and I have a goal of 100 books this year, but I'm rambling again. So I'm going to go off and sit outside and read. Here it is. Okay, so I'm that much through right now. I'm on page 117 and I've only been reading for like an hour and a half. So it's really fast paced and like I said, immersive reading helps me, but I wouldn't recommend the audiobook on Spotify because it is AI generated. So they don't pronounce things properly, which is quite frustrating, but it still helps me just read a bit faster, which is the aim of this. So a lot has happened and a lot is being revealed and it's kind of not what I expected from this series. It's kind of one of those like in every lifetime type of storylines, which I love. I personally love. Like I said before in my other videos about Shatter Me, it's dystopian, but it's juvenile and there's not a lot of world building. It's mostly based on the characters, which I do not mind. I love character-based books enough if I know that I'm going into it like that. So we don't know too much about what's happened to the world, but it's slotting in slowly but surely. And yeah, things are being revealed. I can't say too much unless I'm going to do a spoiler, but I'm really happy with the direction that it's going to. The first couple of chapters were just kind of recaps of what is happening and memories and stuff like that, but now we're getting way more information, people that we didn't realize that we needed information from. So it's moving pretty fast. So I think I would probably be able to finish this book today if I just put my head down and went for it. But I'm not entirely sure, but I will definitely let you guys know when I get it further. Maybe in, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But as soon as I get a bit further, or if I finish the book, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. But yeah, this is book 5, like I said, and I'm really enjoying it. I really love dystopian books, like I said. I don't know if I need to explain Shatter Me from the beginning again. I'm hoping I don't. If you want to know more about the series, I'll just link, I think it's linked on this side. So I'll just link it up in the cards and you can go watch that movie. I wish. You can go watch that video if you want to get more like backstory on what Shatter Me is about, and I'll also link some of the other videos where I read other parts of the series up in the cards as well, so you guys will be able to check that out. So if you're watching, I think on your phone and on your laptop it will pop up, but not on, so just so you know, I'll try and link them below as well, but I always forget to do that by the time I actually upload my videos. Really enjoying it, really like the direction. I know a lot of people don't like it and think it's super juvenile, but I knew it going into the book, so I already had certain expectations. But yeah, I'm loving it. I really am. I can't wait to finish the series. I also have the Swerven Kingdom to finish, and I really wanted to finish Shatter Me first, but unfortunately I didn't have these books with me, the last 3 books in the series. My husband had it at his house back here, so he brought them back for me, I think this time when he came back, or was it last time when he came to visit me? Either way, he brought them with him. So the only book I don't have on hand with me is the first book, which is Shatter Me. I actually have 3 copies of that, so I wanted to do a giveaway when I reached 500 subs, and I'll just add in a few of my favorite books. So yeah, please like and share this video if you haven't already. But yeah, very excited, loving it. It's, yeah, I actually am laughing out loud and giggling at some of the things that Kenji says. Kenji's like one of my favorite characters, I won't lie. Warner's really grown on me. Adam, I don't know, Adam needs a redemption arc for sure. But yeah, I'm rambling now. It's already been 4 minutes. So I am going to have my quick shower and then I'll continue reading and hopefully update you guys. But I'm not sure. It's already 2:30, so maybe I can update you guys at like 4:30 in 2 hours and we'll see where we are. Hello everyone. Addressing the elephant in the room. I definitely am wearing the same jumper that I wore yesterday in the intro, but I only wore it for about, I want to say, an hour, and then had a shower and took it off. Or however long I read that first clip. I took a shower, took it off and wore something else. So today I'm heading out to the mall to go get my dad a birthday present. So I just popped it on again. It's clean. I promise it's clean. But anyway, I finished Defy Me last night. I was shocked that I was able to read it in basically one sitting. setting. Obviously it was broken up by like making food and doing household chores or whatever, because I didn't like to be away from the actual physical book while listening to the audio, because sometimes my mind can wander. So yeah, I basically read this in one sitting. I really loved the ending. Honestly, it was so heartfelt and so heartwarming, and yeah, I was really happy with the outcome of it. It's like a bridging book though, for the one before this and the one after. It was Restore Me. So Restore Me, a lot happened. Some things did happen in this one, but then the next book seems to be, which we'll get to in a minute. But yeah, I really like the writing of this. I really like the dystopian feel of it. I love dystopian like books. I mean, this is perfect for me. So I'm again going to give this a 4-star. Everything in the series has basically been a 4-star. I'm hoping that the spin-off will maybe be a little bit better written now that she has a little bit more experience and she's written a couple of different things like fantasy, and I'm hoping that it only gets better. But so far I absolutely love it. It's so comprehensible. It's comprehensible, a word, comprehensive. Like, it's very easy to understand. It's very easy to follow. There's not a lot of like crazy world building or big unnecessary words. Like, it's very self-explanatory, and I absolutely love this. We did get some hints of some things that were to come, but still nothing huge that leaves you like scratching your head and struggling to comprehend what was going on. So definitely would recommend this series, honestly. And then this morning I started the last book called Imagine Me. I absolutely love these covers. I know a lot of people say it's creepy with the eye, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I always was attracted to that. I hated the first cover. I think I have it, or do I? No, I don't have all the eye covers because I got a box set, but there's one cover with like a girl on the front. Horrible, but this is so much better. So anyway, I am currently on page 125, and I read this all this morning as well. Again, very fast paced. You get a lot of Kenji in the later books, and I love it. I love to see his point of view because he's really funny, really witty. I just wanted to mention, while I was reading it, I actually thought to turn on the camera, but I looked a mess when I woke up this morning. But I just got this like feeling in my chest, like, you know, that nostalgic feeling where it like kind of it just, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but it just kind of makes me like feel weird inside and like kind of takes my breath away, kind of like the feeling that deja vu gives you. But reading this, it gave me that feeling, and I was like smiling at myself, and I just felt really like, sounds stupid, but I'm reading the right book at the right time. Like, it warmed me inside. Like, nothing was happening that's heartwarming, but like just the way it was written and the way it makes me feel is very, very, very nostalgic. Like, I'm not using that word loosely. It literally makes me feel so nostalgic, like that feeling in your chest. Like, I don't know, I'm going in circles here, but yeah, it made me feel like that. The book starts off, shit hits the fan like hard, and it's only 2 days after this one ends, so it basically just continues straight on. But shit's really hitting the fan. I don't know where things are going. I don't know how we're gonna solve this problem, but I have faith in them. I have faith in them as a team, as a resistance. They seem to gel really well and understand each other quite well. There's one character where I feel like he is intentionally like trying to throw them off, but I don't know where that goes. I just realized the fridge is on. We have a bar fridge where I'm sitting and it's going off, so I hope that you can't hear the sound too badly, but we'll see. Anyway, this one character, yeah, I don't trust him, but he's not a main character, he's only a side character. We've met some new characters, some of the rebellion has grown, and we're getting to know more people, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I'm excited to finish the series so that I can start a new one, but I'm also really sad because I was spacing them out so that it would last me longer, but I thought it was time with the spin-off series coming out. I don't know why I'm still hanging on to not wanting to read these all in one go. If it was up to me, actually, if I didn't have this channel as well, I probably would have read the whole box set in one sitting. But if that can put me into a slump, and to keep up with my scheduling and whatever, I need to break things up. But since there was only like 2.5 books left, I thought we'd just finish it. But yeah, I'm loving it. I love emerald as well. My engagement ring, I don't even know if you can see it. My engagement ring was emerald, and it has emerald on the cover, so like I'm really loving it. But yeah, having a good time. I am going out, like I said, but I'm going to try and read some more, and then hopefully I will come back to you guys this afternoon, let you know where I'm at. This one is significantly longer. There's like 450 pages where this one was 360, but it's so easy to read. Like, hopefully I can still finish it today as well. But yeah, and then we just have the novella left to read tomorrow, and then we finished our week. I started this on Tuesday, today's Wednesday, Thursday's tomorrow. I know that you know the days of the week, but I'm just trying to make sense of it in my head. My dad's birthday is on Friday, so we have some things planned. So hopefully we can finish this whole video up before Friday. That was my really long-winded update, but yeah, I'm very excited to keep reading. This is the first time I'm talking today, so I'm sorry if I'm a bit groggy, but I just woke up like maybe half an hour ago, doom scrolling, obviously. But I thought I'd just do a quick check-in before we start the last book. So yes, I did finish this. I finished Imagine Me. Like I said, I only checked in once yesterday because I was really busy. I had to go with my husband to an appointment. We had to go shopping for my dad's birthday gift, so that just took all day. And then when I got home, I picked this up and I probably read until like 10 p.m. last night, so I didn't have time to check in with you guys. But the first part, it really did hit the fan, and I was like a shock that they took it in this direction. The middle bit had me so frustrated, and I just couldn't believe that they let anything like that happen. We thought they'd learned, that they'd evolved, that they, you know, had plans, but they didn't. They were just stupid and naive, but they are teenagers, I guess. So that little bit made me like out of my mind, and I was like, how are we going to solve this problem? But we did. So it did have a much better ending than I thought it would, especially because it's the last book. There is a epilogue from Warner's point of view that's like 10 pages, and honestly I really liked seeing that side of things. So I'm really happy that I've basically finished the series. We have one baby novella left, so yeah, I'm gonna give this again a 4-star. I think the first book in the series, Shatter Me, I gave 5 stars to, and then everything else was either 4.5 or a 4. Novellas are all 3-star. I think that's the highest I can usually rate a novella, except for Powerful in the Powerless in the Powerless little trilogy, because that novella was like 200 pages, so it gave me a lot more insight. But yeah, 3 stars I think is great for a novella. It means like it's right up there. But 4 stars for this. Really happy I read it. Really happy that I've made progress in the series. I can actually pick up another series after we finish this. But saying that, I am going to start Believe Me now. I think the audiobook says that it's about 2 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully in the next 2 hours we can complete this and I can get everything edited and up for you guys to see. But I'm really excited to just finish it. This is actually one of my favorite covers as well. Really pretty. I don't know why, I just like the eye. Am I creepy for that? I don't know. Let me know if I'm creepy for that. But yeah, I'm going to start this now because it's quite early. It's about 9:20 and my husband and I have another appointment today at like 12. So I only have like 3 hours. So I'm hoping to complete this before the end of today. And yeah, I'll let you guys know what I think. I have a little update for you guys. I made it halfway, so I'm on page 91 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and chapter 9, and nothing's really happening. Okay, let me just address this. I'm getting ready to go get my nails done, so I thought I'd just pop on some eye patches, but anyway, nothing's really happening. It's kind of just after everything happened in Imagine Me, they kind of trying to reestablish the world and relationships are flourishing, but still like nothing is is actually happening. So I'm finding myself quite bored. So if I could recommend any of the novellas, I'd say you can skip this one. You can just end off with Imagine Me and you won't miss anything so far. I obviously still have to finish it and I'll let you guys know at the end, but so far I feel like this book was unnecessary, or this novella completely unnecessary in the box set. So yeah, I would skip this personally because it doesn't really bring anything to the table. I love the characters, but even I think that it's completely unnecessary. I just used the word unnecessary way too many times, which was unnecessary. But anyway, that's just my opinion now. I thought I'd just check in halfway. It's meh, in my opinion, but I'm gonna finish this off and then we can finish off this video, but I'll let you know what I think. I finished it. I literally just finished it like a minute ago, and I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars. Like I said, my ratings for novellas are quite different. I've never given any novella a 5-star, but there's not enough material to rate highly. But I'm gonna give this 2.5 stars, which is a lot, not a lot, but a little bit lower than the rest of the novellas in the series, because I just felt like it didn't really bring anything. Like I think it just tried to sum everything up, and kind of where Imagine Me left off, it tried to tie everything up. So I don't know. I didn't think it was completely necessary in my opinion. I found myself like my mind was just wandering off because I didn't find it as intriguing as the rest of the series. But with that being said, that brings us to the end of today's video, and I successfully read the last 3 books. Oops, goes this way. The last 3 books of the Shatter Me series. So we had Defy Me, Imagine Me, and Believe Me. These both got a 4-star and this a 2.5, which is still pretty good for a novella for just being 176 pages. So I'm really happy I finally finished the series. Can cross that off. I'll try and do a little thing if I can, but we've crossed this off the list and we can successfully start another series. But yeah, my next video will probably be reading some new releases, so please subscribe and watch out for that. I also I don't know if I showed you before, but I got my nails done and it's like a pink marble. Like I really like it, and I had a French manicure before that for like wedding nails, but I just got in my comfies and finished this book. But yeah, I think I'm going to reread Reckless next, and then I will start my reading new releases. But yeah, that being said, like I said, please remember to like and subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications every time I upload. Please do engage with this video if you can. But other than that, I'll see you all next week for another video. Bye guys.